Yo, what's going on YouTube? Graham back here with another video, and in this one we got another Nightmare Dungeon XP and item farming strat for you guys. In this one, you're going to want to go ahead and load into whatever dungeon you plan on farming on repeat. In my case, Blind Burrows, tier 54 with a magic find affix. And so as party lead, you're going to want to go ahead and promote your friend to party leader. And once you do this, your friend will get a notification on screen asking if they want to transfer to their world. They will decline and transfer party lead back to you. As you can see now on screen, you will get the same message and you will decline. Once you've successfully completed this step, you will have made 2 instances of the same dungeon, one on the original lobby that you were in and one in your friend's lobby, which you are currently in. After this step, you're good to go ahead and run the dungeon as you normally would, clearing all the mobs and collecting all the items. Once you get to the boss, you're good to go ahead and clear it and collect all the glyph XP. Once again, as the leader, you're going to want to go ahead and just leave the party. As you leave the party, it will pull you back into your world. Like I said, once you go ahead and pass that leadership role back and forth between you and your friend, you're going to successfully create 2 instances of the same dungeon. One in the original lobby that you popped it in, and the second one in your friend's lobby, which you transfer over into when you give him party lead and remain in when you get the party lead back. Now with this same method, you can actually share the dungeon and or split up into 2 multiple teams running 2 instances of the same dungeon at the same time. And the way that you're going to do this is do the strategy exactly how I've listed in the video. You're going to go ahead and bounce party lead back and forth between your friend. However, the only thing that's different is your friend's going to keep the party lead and you're going to leave the game at the end before the dungeon's completed. And that's going to make sure that you keep the dungeon and your friend can go ahead and do the same strat, leave the dungeon and keep the dungeon as well. This will keep 2 instances of the same dungeon open at the same time, which is useful, like I said, if you want to simply just share the dungeon or split up into multiple teams if your friend gets on and you already have a full party. And I want to go ahead and let you guys know that the reason my build might seem a little bit underpowered or underperforming compared to my last video is simply due to the fact that this is my spec'd out and refined tier 100 nightmare dungeon pushing build, and I've specifically dropped a little bit of damage in order to pick up that survivability, so that's why my damage numbers and my outright damage output has decreased a little bit from my last video. Speaking of, if you guys are interested in my tier 100 build guide, I'm going to have that out soon, as well as a tier 100 showcase. So as always, if you guys want to stay updated with strats like this, my build guide, and specifically my tier 100 build guide, as well as my content in general, don't forget to subscribe. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and drop any feedback or questions you might have down in the comment section. With all that out of the way, as you can see here, we're reaching the end of the nightmare dungeon. We're going to go ahead and beat the boss here, and once we beat the boss, like I said, you're going to want to go ahead and take your glyph XP and allocate it as you see fit. Once you've done that, you're all good to go ahead and leave the game. And as you leave the game, you're going to be pulled back to your world. Like I said, your world's going to have that instance of the same nightmare dungeon that you just ran still active in it and untouched. So as you can see, you can go back into the dungeon and it'll be completely reset. We are in fact in the same Blind Burrows tier 54 magic find dungeon, and this is infinitely repeatable. You can even copy it for your friend, as I said, or split up into 2 parties. I do know I'm a little bit late to this, but since it's been out for so long and a lot of people have been taking advantage of it, and there's a possibility that it could be out for a few more days before Blizzard patches it, I want to get it out for you guys to go ahead and take advantage of it and use it as you see fit. And so with that being said, thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.